up, YouTube? It's me, Matt. Thought I'd cut this little video to talk about the basics of retriever training and how important it is. What I mean by the basics, I mean teaching your dog to sit, stay, heel, however you want to put it. I think a lot of guys who hunt don't really think about these things. They just get a dog and think, I'm going to take that dog hunting, which is just crazy. Because I'm sure as a lot of you know, been out with people who have dogs who don't train their dogs. It kind of sucks. They can't get their dog to stay in one spot. The dog wants to run around the blind, run around the boat, wants to run around in the mud, run around in the decoys. Everybody sits there and just screams at his dog and can't get his dog to come back to the blind. It sucks. It's bullshit. You need to take your time and train the dog. You need to give the dog a good foundation, which means the basics. Get the basics down, and then worry about the retrieves and sending your dog out, and the hand signals, and teach your dog left and right, and all that other happy horse shit. Because I guarantee you teach a dog just the basics, you can take the dog out that way for simple retrieves, and it'd be just fine. Versus you standing there and throwing dummies all day, or launching dummies all day at 150 yards. And then when you get out to the blind and realize, oh, what good did that do? Because my dog won't even sit still. Yeah. I think you got to look at it two ways too. Is what you're gonna do with your dog. Like I said, me, I just hunt with my dog. I'm not training my dog to do trials or competitions. My dog just taught to retrieve ducks and geese. Hell, my first dog wouldn't even retrieve a hand. She'd bring them and she'd drop probably 2 feet in front of you. I didn't really give a shit. It brought the duck back. I didn't have to go through the muck and the shit and the reeds. It was 2 feet, you know. The polish of the dog sitting down next to you and give it to hand. Whatever, I don't need that. I just want the damn bird back. So I guess that's the thing is hey, if you want a well-polished dog, you want to do that, hey, terrific. I do not want to spend that kind of time on a dog by any means. There's too many other things I'd rather do in the summertime. Go fishing. So, like I said, basic fundamentals, just basic obedient training. You get that down, and you get it down pat where you can walk around in places and that dog will heel. That dog will stay to your side. And that doesn't mean just in your backyard or this one spot you're taking the dog train. You need to get to different areas because that's what's going to test that dog. Because that dog's going to want to check everything out. And if you can get that dog to heel, you are going to be way ahead of the game. Like I said, and then from there, that's when you start training the dog to do retrieves. I think you really need to think about that too. Not to go into other parts of training, though, is what you're using the dog for. And seriously, you watch these guys online or on TV, you know, like I said, the retriever series, and they're sending the dogs out, and they're giving the dog all these signals, and they're out to 300 yards. Really, you're going to shoot a bird, and it's going to land out 300 yards? Come on. You're going to shoot a bird. Your most important is that dog will be able to go get cripples, or if you dump them in tall grass or in a shit pile that you can't see that damn bird, you need that dog with that damn nose to go get that bird. It's that simple. So I really know these are things that people need to think about when you decide, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get a freaking dog. That's what you need to do. But you need to train the damn dog. Don't be a douche and not train the dog and decide, hey, that morning you get up and take the dog out, and then the dog can't do shit. You wonder why the dog can't do shit. Because you're shit. Because you didn't take the dog to train the dog. And then you get pissed off at the dog, which is ridiculous, because that does nobody any good. You, the dog doesn't know what the hell it's doing wrong, because you never showed it what it's supposed to do. Just kind of driving around right now looking for some turkeys. Expect too much of your dog when you start training it. Holy shit, you're talking like 15-20 minutes, you know. And I mean, everybody plays fetch with the dog, so I mean that's given. The dog's going to learn how to retrieve right off the bat anyways. But I think it's the more involved training where you're trying to send the dog out and you're trying to give it signals. I mean, I've done that. How much you need that, I guess, depends where you hunt. I mean, if most places are wide open where you go, then it's a line of sight. You really just let the dog go, and it's gonna do it on its own. I mean, that nose on that face of that dog's gonna work better than what your eyeballs are. So. Guys, that's stuff you gotta think about in the beginning. Just the basics. I think everybody gets so excited. I'm gonna train this dog, and it's gonna be a beast, and it's gonna be out there just doing those fire retrieves. You gotta learn to crawl before you walk. There's gonna be a lot of crawling. So, hope this was kind of helpful. I think it's more food for thought, give you something to think about. Not to get out there and get all frustrated with the dog and think, well, why the hell is this dog doing this? Dog ain't doing that. Well, and even if you get a good dog, you get a dog from a breeder who only breeds hunting dogs. And that dog, it might be instinctual, it might be a high drive dog, but if it doesn't have the basics, it's not gonna know. And I've seen that done before too. I've seen dogs, thousands of dollars spent on a dog. I've seen thousands of dollars spent to train the dog. Person gets the dog back, doesn't spend any time with the freaking dog for a period of time, decides first day of hunting season, brings the dog out, and the dog don't do shit. And they get pissed off at the dog, and they think, I spent all this money and this dog isn't trained. Yeah, the dog was trained, but you didn't keep it up. It's just like anything else. You don't use it, you lose it. So, you just really want to keep those things in mind in the beginning when you get your first dog. Let's not get frustrated with a dog. That dog's gonna learn to trust you. That's the big thing. because you're building that relationship with a dog. The dog doesn't, if you're mean to the damn dog, you scream at the dog, dog ain't gonna trust you. It's not gonna want to perform for you. There we go. A little better. Ooh, bumps. So yeah, guys, I just really want to emphasize the basics. I know it's probably boring or whatever, but I've just seen more than one dog. And I mean expensive dogs. A lot of people just assumed that they were going to spend very little on these things, and they're just going to go out and launch bumpers, and they're going to be good opening day. Nothing's farther from the truth. You get out of it what you put into it. And if you're not going to put anything into it, you ain't going to get shit out of it. So, hope this was kind of helpful. Have a good one. Bye.